now that you've had a chance to look at the film, that kind of thing, what did you see from St. Mary's? Was it about what you thought at first blush, or did you see some other things?
Yeah, it for sure as good as advertised. We scheduled that game on purpose. You know, they give us the two opportunities. Our closed door was against one of the best teams in college basketball, so we learned a lot about our team. And then I think it was 7 days later, had a chance to play St. Mary's. Our guys understood what we were getting into. You know, a year in, year out NCAA tournament team. Several players that not only could play in the SEC but be successful in the SEC. So we were able to play a lot of guys. We were able to play some different lineups and stuff. Obviously, some things got exposed, like is going to be the case in every early season game. We had some success as well. And so yeah, it was a great opportunity for us, not only in the competition, but really the days following to work that film with our team. Was exactly what we wanted and needed.
You talked on Sunday about shot selection. Sometimes you have to be more mature with shot selection. When you went back and looked at it, were those shots that you wanted guys to take, or were there some shots that were maybe out of rhythm or a little out of people's range, that kind of thing?
Yeah, we're a work in progress offensively for sure, like every other team in the country. I think shot selection, just trying to get the guys to understand it's a team sport. Got a lot of new players. Guys are kind of learning how to play with each other. So it's not necessarily, shot selection isn't just defined on, is that a good shot for that player? Can he make that at a high percentage? It also has to do a lot with flow of the game. So for us, we're trying to play inside out. Once we get the ball to the paint, our shot selection changes a little bit. We want to get the ball from side to side, and we want to share the ball. We don't want to come down the floor 3 or 4 straight possessions, and AJ hasn't gotten a touch, or Malik Dia hadn't gotten a touch. So it's a fine line, though, because we want to be aggressive. We want guys to take their game shots. What I'm describing, it's not easy to execute, but it's the only way, to win as the season goes on. So just talking a lot with our guys this week in practice about inside out, about paint touch, about time and score. It was a couple times, I think, early second half where we get ourselves back in the game. The game's kind of in our rhythm and our pace, and then we would just take kind of an untimely shot. Not necessarily a shot that player can't make, but let's turn down an okay shot to try to get something great. And then you got to stay focused on trying to get to the free throw line too. We have a 3-point shooting team. There's no doubt about it. It could be a strength of our team, but we know we got to get to the free throw line as well. So it's just a balance offensively. It's a challenge, but this is the beauty in the game. Trying to get a little bit better every day, trying to get to where we can play the game on our terms for long segments.
I know you've been doing this a minute, but you still get a little extra excitement, feel a little something different as you get closer to opening night on the first day when you get officially started.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as a competitor, if you didn't feel that way, something's wrong. To me, the weather always kind of changes. Everywhere we've coached, doesn't matter what part of the country we're in, it's just something about the weather kind of starts changing on the week of the first game. You kind of feel it. There's a lot of urgency in our program right now. We're prepared. We're confident. We're excited about going to play. But these early season games where you don't have a lot of information on your opponent, it's more about, you than who you're playing. But yeah, definitely some nerves in the program right now, myself included, and I think that's healthy. I mean, as a competitor, when you're uncomfortable, it probably means you're ready.
What can you tell me about Southeastern Louisiana?
Yeah, a team I have a lot of respect for. Coach has been doing it a long time. I think he might be the longest tenured coach in their conference. And so it just kind of starts with that. You watch his teams play, and they have an identity. Pressure man-to-man defense. They'll pick up full court. It's got a really kind of balanced roster. Their roster build is very evident on paper. They returned several players, including an all-conference player that was freshman of the year in their league last year. So to get those guys back shows a lot about their program. Obviously, a portal transfer-heavy team. Doesn't look like they have any freshmen in the rotation, so it's going to be an average age. We're talking 21, 22. We're not talking 18, 19. They have some fifth-year players on their team, guys that had played junior college and now are playing the fifth year with the new rule change. An international point guard, I believe he's from Germany. really knows how to play the game. We were able to see him play in international basketball. He's a good passer, just a good experienced player. Looks like he's 22, 23 years old, definitely not 18 or 19. So, yeah, look, I understand from the outside, 10 years ago in college basketball, what an opening game might be, but all that's over. We won't play a team this year, including opening night, that's not older, experienced. So there's going to be a lot of grown men out there playing for Southeastern, and we understand that.
Some excitement in this fan base for this team, especially after what happened last season and the recruiting class and that kind of thing. What are you hoping fans see from your team the first 2, 3, 4 games of the year?
Yeah, we talk about this with our players. I mean, when people choose to spend their time and their finances to come to a basketball game, we don't take that for granted. I talk to the guys a lot about first impressions. You only have a few chances, really, in life to make a first impression on somebody. And so I think in these early season games, we just want our fans and students to leave the arena thinking, hey, those guys played extremely hard. They were prepared. They were playing for Ole Miss. And so, yeah, there's definitely momentum on this campus right now, not just with us. I think what football is doing right now, we're all benefiting from that and the success of all the sports here. So we understand that pressure, that opportunity. We want to do our part in men's basketball. I thought last year we cracked it. We turned it a little bit. And so I don't think it's a secret that there's some momentum, there's some excitement. And just want to thank everybody in advance, that bought season tickets. We're going to do our part. We're going to make it an enjoyable night each time you come to the pavilion. We're going to play hard. We're going to play together. When people leave the pavilion after watching us play, students and fans, we're trying to earn their trust. We're trying to get them back to the next game. All right, appreciate it.